Are you coming to the tree where dead men called out for his love to flee?
What this man has done is lied repeatedly. He was at the oversight meeting. I said, Secretary Mayorkas, is the border secure? He said, yes. I said, will you define unsecure? And he just sat there with a blank stare. What he's doing is intentional. It's killing our children at 100,000 a year now. It's killing our law enforcement, and it is unfair for the American people to have to pay for this. It was amazing. The mayor of New York, he's crying now because of the $1 billion over budget they are because of the illegals. Where was your voice when you should have been protesting what this administration is doing?
Last year, it's worthy of note, a Yemeni terrorist was apprehended at the southern border wearing a jacket representing an upstate New York ambulance service, something we think he must have gotten online. An Iranian citizen was detained yesterday who was on the terror watch list. Thankfully, there's one that they were able to get. I mean, this is happening every single day.
What you're seeing is the systematic destruction of the geographical integrity of the United States of America. We don't control our southern border. It is controlled by the criminal drug cartels of Mexico. And if you study history, you'll understand very clearly that when the dissolution of great nations begins to occur, one of the first things to go is your geographical integrity. Your boundaries, your borders are erased, and our borders have been erased.
Late last week, President Biden said he was willing to make, quote, significant compromises on Republican policy changes designed to restore real border security. And across the country, elected Democrats are emphasizing just how urgent this progress is. The governor of Arizona reported over the weekend that her state is, quote, at a breaking point, and that it needs Washington to, quote, step up, do its job, and bring security and order to our border. She's a Democrat. At the front lines of the crisis that's unfolded on President Biden's watch, the mayor of Nogales, Arizona, put it this way, quote, I think it's time to say enough is enough. I'm a Democrat, a registered Democrat, but I run this city as a human being. I know many of my Democratic colleagues here in the Senate share that frustration. Many of them recognize the urgency of the situation. Just over the weekend, in the time since Senator Langford presented Senate Democrats with his latest opportunity to help fix America's broken asylum and parole system, the crisis at the southern border has actually gotten worse, with average daily border crossings near 10,000. CBP is now saying it's releasing 6,600 illegal aliens into the interior every single day. The backlog of asylum cases sits at 3 million and counting. And officials have reported arrivals from more than 150 countries just since October 1st. This is what a crisis looks like. This is what the Democratic leaders spent last week insisting was extraneous to America's national security. Well, Mr. President, when it comes to keeping America safe, border security is not a sideshow. It's ground zero. Senate Republicans have no more spare time to explain this basic reality. We cannot convince anyone who doesn't want to acknowledge the glaring facts on the ground. The Senate has to act.
Are you coming to the tree where dead men called out for his love to flee? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be. if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.